guys. Guys, we are ready to go. We need to get down to business. We got a lot of stuff to do tonight. And the first step is finding out whether or not we got that head coach that will hopefully be replacing one Claude Giroux. I can only hope. Let's find out. And indeed, he signed. But for the love of God, please be the head coach that we needed. We get good news right out of the gates. Let's see if it stays that way. Let's see what's up. Just got back from watching my team win the Penrose. Fun fact, I don't know what the hell the Penrose is, but congratulations. Someone who worked at an outdoor rink, I feel like they could have done better. I mean, I'm surprised, as it's being talked about on chat right now, obviously, like, hey, oh, what a surprise, the outdoor game. I'm gonna have to match that because there's no compensation. Oh, what a surprise, an outdoor game in the pot at the end of February wouldn't work out. Exactly, right? Who would have thought, oh man, sunshine's gonna be a factor. I'm surprised they just didn't try to do it at night. I get why they tried to do it in the afternoon, for the sake of probably better TV ratings on a Saturday. But yeah, probably could have gone better. Probably could have gone better. NCHC Conference Champions. The fuck is the NCHC? The North Carolina Hockey Conference Champs. That's my guess. Alright. With that, we got a couple of things to look at here. Don't we? We do. Caniac, what's going on? First and foremost, unsigned players. Oof. Lilia, Zagrapin, Saprikin. Honestly, I think we can leave the three of these guys unsigned. Sign Lilia next year. I mean, he's ready to go. He's NHL caliber, man, at just 19, but I don't think we have to force him into the lineup. Unless we desperately need it. University of North Dakota plays in the number one team in the nation. Fair. I learned something today. Okay. Let's go with Winkler and Copeland. Zigomanis isn't really going to get any better. Johnson, Ebbett, McCutcheon, Kasparaitis, Alexandrov, Dansk, Sopel. It is going to be the National Collegiate Hockey Conference. I learned something today. There you go. Alright. One of those guys, again, is going to have to sit, snipe, and score. What is going on? My friend, my buddy, my pal. How are you? 10, 11, 12. So Koltsov, Yannick, Talixon, Remainen all have a decent shout. Could replace Bentley. Koltsov isn't going to get any better. Yannick isn't going to get any better. Talixon could. I don't think we want him on the fourth line. We'll have to figure out exactly what we want to do there. Not sure what the answer is. So let's see. Got to go over to coaching staff now. This team led by Claude Giroux might not be led by Claude Giroux anymore. We are going to look at Gage. Is this our guy? That is the question. I hope and I pray that Gage Mason is the guy, but I'm not sure if that's going to be the case, and if he isn't, then we are in a good amount of trouble. Because then we're going to have to rely on Claude Giroux, who's gotten worse as a head coach. So the defense works. That's our first problem out of the way. Do the forwards work? Oh boy. Alright, first and foremost, we know we want Bayer on that top line. We know we can't necessarily play with Ekman on the top line, although you'd think both of them could work together and score a crap ton of goals. Okay. Alright, so Ekman definitely can't be on that second line. Who can be on the top, or on the top line? A lot of players aren't good enough to be on the top line. Vorobev's okay. I don't know what this music is, but it's distracting me and I don't like it. Let's, Alright, let's see. Let me fix this here, because I need something else. It's too much. It's too much. Let me see. What can we find here? I needed to find something else, because that was some messing with my head. I think this place is good. I think we've used it before, so let me double check. Yeah, we're good. Alright, cool. Let's rock. Is there anybody who can fit that top line? And the answer is really no. Okay. Right. This is gonna be rough for the forwards again. Let me check Talixon. Actually, in fairness, let me check Talixon, Koltsov, and I guess we'll go Yannick over Koltsov. Or Janik. Hashtag not the guy. He might not be. As it turns out. Yeah. Neither of those two guys we look to call up would work. Oberg's not a great fit with this coach. Guys, I don't know what we're gonna do. I do not know what we are gonna do. I thought that maybe, just maybe, he was the guy. He's not the guy. He's good with the defense. Kind of. He's not so good with the forward group. Should we just go best lines? And Pyro, that's honestly exactly what I was thinking. We're going to go best lines, and then we're going to see who fits the best. That's actually... I'm glad you mentioned that, because that is pretty much the game plan. The only question is who out of the top 6 goes to the third line. We're looking at Legacy, Oberg, or Vorobyev. Honestly, you could make the argument for really either of them being down on that lower line. Basically, it's who's going to get swapped for Ekman. What do we have for center? 79, 76, 78. Ekman could play center. No, he can't.
The man was a fanboy.
Makeshift Tacos dropping the 36 months, 3 whole years, because we've been on Twitch for that long.
The man was a fanboy.
And Robbie one-ups him 39 months. You two are ridiculous. Thank you for 3 and over 3 years worth of support here. My God. Can't believe some of you guys. I'm approaching 4 years. Pyro, nobody likes a braggart. Settle down. Settle down. I think we might drop Vorobyev here. He's got good offensive awareness, but he's really good defensively. Can I shoot Dano into the sun? Shoot him straight to Boston on a lowered rate, and I'd love you forever. Vorobyev could play center, right? Yeah. Honestly, I feel like Vorobyev should be there because I don't want Bayer playing center. So our centers are going to be Bayer, Niedermeyer, or the lines are going to be Bayer, Niedermeyer, Ekman. I feel worried about having Bayer and Ekman on the same line because I feel like Ekman takes away goals from Bayer, but in theory, this team with 3, or this line with 3 5-star shooting categories should be able to, you know, beat anybody in the league. That shouldn't even be a question. And then hopefully this line of Legacy, Lagasse, whatever, Vorobyev and Mendez works out well. Let's see, Bentley can't get any better, so ideally you would have Valentenko or Geisberger on that higher line. Let's try to give it to Geisberger. Let's just see here. So Malcolm would have to be the center there. Who's a better shooter? Geisberger has a cannon of a slap shot, but not much of a wrist shot. Okay. So ideally, this would be the team in terms of the forward lines, and we'd find a coach who can fit this team. If we were able to run these lines, I have no doubt in my mind that we'd make the playoffs. No doubt in my mind. Especially with this defense behind them. But it's just whether or not that's going to work out for us, and I simply don't know. So let's try this different approach here. We're going to send down these two. We're also going to send down Sopel, because Dansk has very much taken his spot. And again, you can kind of tell with the with the unsigned defenseman. I mean, we are stacked on defense, there is that legitimate chance of needing to play defenders at forward. The question right now is, can we get this proper coach? Because Mason was not it chief. So again, it has to be someone who's looking for an NHL job, otherwise it won't properly show us. A 59 from OD Marchessault is not quite what we're looking for. And it can't be that lowly rated of a coach. Man, we're not seeing high ratings here at all, though. I mean, Brouillard's like the first guy out of the 60s, right? There's another guy right behind him. This is a bad sign, guys. This is a real bad sign. There is just nobody who seems to be a tremendous fit for this team. I mean, Nobles, but the guy's a what? A C-? Like, that's just not going to cut it. So if we go back here. Damn. Damn. Honestly, let's just look to see who has the proper defense pairing setups, and then maybe with a shot. Could give Patrick Marleau a chance. Doesn't look like it's going to work out all that well, if we're being honest. Charles, what's up? I mean, when we're looking at like Patrick Marleau for our best option, that's how you know we're kind of screwed. Manually changing strategies doesn't do anything. No, you can't get a workaround for it like that. So we are staring down the barrel of another horrible season. I think is what we're dealing with here. How well does Christensen fit? A 58? Honestly, it might have to be Christensen, just from the looks of it. What about Holland? A 59. Okay. Maybe we go with Holland. Actually, let me check the defense pairings here, because these two are really close. Christensen doesn't really fit the defensive structure. What about Holland? Holland doesn't fit it either, man. Oh, man. What about Claude? No, Claude Giroux is at a 58. Better fits the defense. Claude Giroux might still be our head coach this year. That is the simple fact of the matter. I honestly think Claude Giroux is still going to be our head coach. Yep. It's official. I think it's official. It scares me to death because I don't really think it's gonna work. But we are going to be dropping one Claude Giroux. A move that probably will not work because it hasn't worked at all. But I think Claude Giroux is still gonna be our head coach here. He is arguably our best option. The only other option is to again change up those lines from the quote-unquote prioritized and switch. You know, maybe not have Ekman and Bayer on the top line. It's a really tough call. Tony, indeed, we are on early. We are indeed. Oh, Revan, what's going on, buddy? Okay, you know what? Really quickly, before we give up, no disrespect to one Claude Giroux, I'm not desperate to get rid of him, but I just wonder. And I guess ideally, Lane McCutcheon's gone from a low elite to a medium elite. That's tremendous news. I do think, in an ideal world, we would have the defense pairings be that. Secondary options in terms of the forwards And you could talk about maybe dropping Bentley. Can Geisberger play center? No. Can Bentley? No. Nor can Valentenko. What about if we were to have Malkin there? Let's just give it to Geisberger or Valentenko at center. This music's fucking weird, dude. I don't know what it is, man. I can't find a playlist that's gelling with me right now because I can't focus. I do like Niedermeyer a lot, and I mean, in an ideal way, like I said, we have that as our top line. Now that I've fixed up the defense, let me see if there's another coach where this works at all. And if not, we go with Claude Giroux, and we just see what happens. It's pretty much all we can say at this point. 56, 58. It's not really getting any better or worse there, is it? Oh, come on. There's got to be one. I mean, Brouillard's like the only guy. Brouillard's a pretty damn good fit for the forwards. He's not so good for the defense. It might be worth seeing if Brouillard could work for us. Let's check. I'll have to bring him in as our AHL goalie and fire the other goalie coach, but that's okay. Again, if we can get this to work, we'll be good to go. Warrior, what's up? I can't sleep, so I'm here. I mean, that's what I hear from most people, right? Good to see you, though, buddy. Have I missed anything? Absolutely not. All right, Brouillard signed. Did the other guy? Did I not send the offer out to that other guy, or did he already accept it? I'm losing my mind. All right, so really quickly, we drop Claude Giroux. We bump up Brouillard. Still shows us at a 62. Go to edit lines. So the forwards work. The forwards work. This is tremendous news. But how bad's the defense? Alright, Kasperitis and Dansk. Ebbett doesn't fit at all either. Oh, God. Oh, God. Martindale, what's up, buddy? Fuck. Man, we got a head coach where the offense works, the defense doesn't. We got a coach where the defense works, the offense doesn't. That's been the challenge of this due to these limited player types. Now, we could resort to those unsigned defensive prospects. Just check something here really quickly. There's no way to avoid that -3. There's just like no way to avoid it, man. His defensive schemes only work for Alexandrov. So, what the hell are our options here? We could just say screw it and go for it because there's nobody better. Oh, goodness. Good. Okay. You know what? Now might be the time, guys, to no longer prioritize one Mr. Joe Byer. That might be what's holding the team back. Martindale, welcome to the wonders that is known as Draft to Glory, where it's a shit show that occasionally ends up in a cup at the end. Occasionally. Occasionally. Every once in a while. Oh, goodness. Okay. Focus in here. Focus in. Best case scenario is we would use Christensen. He's the highest rated coach. The problem is I don't think, and indeed those defensive structures don't work. So it can't be Christensen. Let me double check Holland's defensive structures. It's not going to work for us. We need a coach that is willing to have the defenseman pinch. So Gage Mason's going to be the guy. No doubt in my mind. Gage Mason is going to be the guy. We'll make Claude Giroux the AHL head coach. We'll bring on Brouillard as the defensive coach. So we will have to sign a goalie coach. Are we making left turns today? No, instead we'll be taking it to the lovely footy pitch, where I will be banging in goals for fun, because that's what your boy does on FIFA. So we're going to go to the lines here. Holy shit, he might... Oh my god, he doesn't work with, like, any of our top talents in terms of them being on higher lines. Really quickly. Okay, I was hoping that would work. It does not. Alexandrov, Kasparidis, Dansk, McCutcheon, Johnson, Ebbett. That's fine. We can make that work. Maybe even put Dansk on that higher line for some last-second development. There's an argument to be made there. Can't get McCutcheon up there, though. From there, where does Joe Byer fit in best? The answer is on the third line. So for the hell of it, let's say we put him there. Oberg fits in best on the fourth line. Let's just say for shits and gigs that's where he goes. Lagasse does not work on this team. Bentley is second line or third line. Valentenko, bottom six. Carlton, third line, maybe second line. Third line for Vorobyev. Malkin barely fits in on this team. Oh my god. This coach, we're stuck, man. We're stuck. We are gonna, yeah, we're so screwed. Oh man, we're so screwed, dude. Just absolutely screwed. It's unbelievable, really. Oh my god. We're so screwed. We're just gonna have to go with a subpar coach and like Claude Giroux. And we know if we go with a low-rated, like, D-level coach who perfectly fits the team, that the team's just going to underperform. A D-rated coach outright drags the team down too far. What's the average height on this team? Probably like 6'2". Probably like 6'2", at least for the forwards. Man. I'm just trying to assess our top options here. Really, I don't really think we have many options. Claude Giroux will be the head coach of this team. He will be the head coach of this team. Let's go bring in an AHL goalie coach, and we'll just try to make it work. I mean, let's be honest. I don't think it's going to work until we find that coach. And unfortunately for us, we have been looking for that head coach who would work well for this team for about a decade. We've never found him. We've never found him or her, whoever it would be that would want to step up. So hopefully a B- rating for one Claude Giroux isn't exactly a death sentence for this team. That B- rating could drag down the play quite a bit, but we'll go for it. I mean, the defense, we know we'll be okay. The only question from there, so all we need is a US East scout. The only question from there, I mean, really just comes down to how this team is going to do. You know, can I get Joe Byer off of that top line? Just how can we make the best of it? So we will play players based off of their best scheme fit if we can. Valentenko fits in anywhere. Malkin will be on the fourth line. Geisberger can be in the bottom six. Vorobyev could be in the middle six. Fourth line for Marcus Oberg at this stage. You could argue third line, but for the most part, that's where he should be. Bentley is going to be on the top line. What about Niedermeyer? Niedermeyer is going to be on the top line. Carlton first or third. Again, Valentenko, doesn't really matter. Ekman. And this is why Claude Giroux doesn't work, because am I going to play Ekman on our fourth line? You know? God damn, dude. God damn. What am I going to do? Alright, Carlton, Niedermeyer, Ekman works. We're just going to go for it. We're just going to go for it. If that's what works, that's what works. That's all I can say. Who's going to work well with Byer, if anybody? Vorobyev gets it down to a -1, so does Geisberger. Shit. What if we play Geisberger there? Come on, avoid that -1. I hate to say it, man. Joe Byer might have to be on that third line. Might just have to be. We do get a +1 there. I don't think we're going to be able to keep it. No, we're not going to be able to keep it. The +1 if we put Vorobev there. I can't possibly drop Joe Byer lower than the third line, can I? Like, it's already the worst case scenario that we are having to discuss playing the best player in franchise history in the bottom 6. Like, that is a nightmare scenario. We found the combination, though. Byer and Oberg cannot get away from one another. It's going to have to be Byer, Oberg, Bentley. As long as those lines hold and we don't get any EA garbage, I think we have our team. That's our team, man. It's the best we can do. We cannot run. Time to trade? Can't trade, sorry. This is it, man. This is it. This is the team that we get. I hate to say the Byer's on that lower line, but we got no choice. Tony, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. As long as this team holds, we'll be okay. Like I said, no EA garbage with the chemistry. Let's double check. Dab, what's going on, buddy? How are you? That's the team. Joe Byer will still have power play time, but we are absolutely risking that, run of 30-goal seasons. He is not a young man anymore, and that 73-goal season seems oh so long ago. But we'll see what happens. He'll still have that power play time. And then Mendez, for God's sakes, has to play on the fourth line. But again, hopefully, yeah, he has power play time. That's the only thing that can really salvage it. Did we try a Dion forward? Not yet. We haven't gotten that desperate. We're close. Unfortunately, Dansk isn't really going to work there, is he? Uh-oh. We might have issues with Giroux's defense options here. Kasperitis, I think, is going to have to take a seat again. It's the same thing as last year. Kasperitis had to sit out for Sopel. Of course, we do have those other younger defensemen in the mix, but I'm going to try not to sign anybody until they have to be signed, which is disastrous. But yeah, we get Sopel in there and everything's okay. But again, there's no way to play Dansk in the top 6. All right, that is the team. I don't know how well they're gonna do. We have no minus ratings. We just have to hope that this power play is something else. We got 2 goaltenders that just refuse to sit here and actually take over. So we'll see what happens. Did I happen to see your most recent champion? Dab, I can't say I did. Can't say I did. Dunno, it's a shame to hear that you don't want to hang around tonight. I get it, though. I hope all is well. And, hey, I'll be here. I'll be streaming for a while tonight, man. If you feel better, stop on by. So, yeah, I mean, hey, maybe the fact that, our bottom 6 is insane in terms of talents, maybe that'll benefit us. Maybe it will. I hate to say it, Kasperitis might have to get scratched. It's got to be Conan. He's not really going to develop. Let's get Devereaux in there. So our AHL defense is looking pretty damn good, too. The forward chemistry is abysmal. Let's get LaCosta out of there really quickly. Is Serrata mine? I don't think he is, no. Let's just see if we... Holy shit. Well, we get a nice little +5 there. To be honest, I don't really think I care all that much about trying to get rid of these minuses. I mean, that helps for that particular line.
Good for you!
Power Pie dropping the follow. Thank you for that. Yeah. So the AHL team is going to be a little bit of a mess as well, but this is all we got. The only way to actually avoid any minuses on the offense is by having our franchise's best player of all time, Joe Buyer, go from the first line to the third line. He will have power play time. Let's see what happens. Claude Giroux is still the head coach of this team. There is no better option, unfortunately, than Claude Giroux. So, he's our guy. I don't think we have anything else to set up as far as I remember. Captaincy and everything should be good. Let's sim to the regular season start. That dude didn't want to sign on as our goalie coach. We might not have an AHL goalie coach, which is fine. We don't really need one. We don't have any younger goalies in the system. Dab, I have that same Jets jersey. Not a Morrissey, though. But very good. Very, very good. So, this season might be to the point where our expectations are at their lowest. And we've had some low expectations before. In terms of our ratings for the year, 90, 86, and an 85. If this team can't make the playoffs, dude, then I give up. And for the first time in God knows how long, Joe Buyer's not showing up as our best player. I believe that's Ekman. Pretty sure Ekman is now... Actually, no, that's the defenseman, isn't it? That's Luke Johnson. I mean, dude, it's a 90 rated offense. Like, I know we have Buyer on a lower line, but my God. Indeed, Lewis Johnson, not Luke Johnson. Lewis Johnson, I believe, is now our top rated player. I don't know if the numbers lined up. Yeah, that's him. So, Lewis Johnson is now the king of this castle with the flow to match. Lewis, Scott, thank you for the gifted sub, by the way. Appreciate it. I mean, you look at the talent on this team. I mean, yeah, we're paying some of our big stars big money at this point. Like, look at this team, dude. The only thing holding us back has been, you could argue, player morale, but more so just the line chemistry system. It's time to sell. He dropped 6 extra bits. Sorry, I've been absent on stream. It's fine, dog. It's fine. You got a life to live. It's all good. Let's do this. Let's do this. We march. We move. How well are we going to do this season? This team has to make the playoffs. We have not made the playoffs once in team history. It is 20-32-33. We're 5-4 to start the month, which is an okay start. Joe Buyer is still crushing it. 11 points in 9 games, despite being on the third line. So those fears have gone to the wayside. You could argue we maybe should have done that a little bit sooner, and maybe you'd be right. Let's see how the season pans out, though. 1-1-1 to start the month. Still losing more games than I would prefer to see us lose. We just got outscored 8-2 over the course of 2 games, and we are losing hand over fist now. Is this on Series X? Yes, it is. Hence the quick sim time. 11-11-1. Ekman, 30 points in 23 games. Let's take a look at the team about 2 months into it. Ekman, again, 30 points in 23 games. Cameron Carlton doesn't have the highest overall in the world anymore, but he's holding in there, as is Andrew Niedermeyer. Geisberger has 9 points in 23 games, Vorobyev with 14. So that second line, despite that +1, sucks. Absolutely sucks. 8 points for Bentley, the 16 for Buyer. Oberg's doing well. Honestly, let's swap Geisberger and Bentley and just see what the hell happens. And then fourth line, Mendez has 11 assists, but is a -6. Malkin and Valentenko have just been kind of meh. Defensively, Johnson not exactly crushing it. Ebbett's been okay, and I guess Alexandrov and McCutcheon have been pretty good. Sopel and Dansk have been okay. All right, Jaden Winkler's out. Copeland's on the fringe. He's on the cusp of being out of contention. Jaden Winkler, who was the high elite draft pick, 9th overall, just can't cut it. So we're going to call up Zigomanis. To be honest, I'm hesitant to get rid of Winkler. We'll see what happens, but he's certainly going to be scratched. And I don't know. Maybe it would have been the right idea to get a goaltender, but of course the answer, the response to that is, why bother when None of our goalies have gotten it done so far. And you can say, well, that's why. And it's like, what, are we hoping for a higher rated goalie? Let's see what happens in this next month. Some slight changes to the lineup. Are we going to make the playoffs for the first time? Or are we going to be looking at one of these lovely people? Not Nick Pitt. Probably not Mickelson. Like, we have Scuderi in the top 5. And oh, what a surprise. It's another defenseman. So even tanking would do nothing for us. 3 wins in a row, 4 wins in a row, 5 wins in a row, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wins in a row. Make it 11 wins in a row to end the month of December. Happy goddamn New Year to me. 23, 11, and 3. Second in the Pacific through 37 games. Finally, we see this 90 rated offense actually do something. Ekman's got 50 and 37. Holy hell. God, what's the goaltending been like? Copeland's not that great. Zigomanis only played 1 game. So it's called we're getting, like, average goaltending from Copeland. Defensively, Johnson up to 15 points and even rating. Even rating for Ron Ebbett. Alexandrov takes a shitload of pens. The defense is looking good. The defense is looking okay. I mean, to be honest, I've been tempted to maybe edit, like, how often someone fights, and I don't know how often good old Alex happens to fight. But obviously, it does kind of go against the thought of Goon Squad, is, you know, telling my guys to not fight. But for the hell of it, let's just see where Alexandrov resides here in terms of the fighting consistency. Sometimes. Look at those skates. I think I'm just going to leave it. If someone happens to fight a lot, they fight a lot. It is what it is. Let's go check the numbers here for the forwards. An 11-game winning streak to bring us into the new year. Ekman has, again, 21 goals, 29 assists so far. Cameron Carlton's doing very well. Andrew Niedermayer's doing very well. 20 points for Bentley's pretty solid. Vorobyev on 18 goals. Legacy, we'll see about that. Geisberg doing pretty well next to Joe Byer and Marcus Oberg, who are doing pretty well despite the the lesser role. And then I can't exactly say the fourth line's getting lit up. If I were to do anything, it might be again to slightly change that second line, but obviously we're not going to change a damn thing. We're winning. Have I seen Sin's new franchise mode? No, but everybody should go watch it. Sin for the Win Productions on YouTube. C-Y-N, not an S. C-Y-N, FTW Productions on YouTube. Good friend of mine. Check him out if you haven't. My broadcast partner for NHL Gamer, of course. All right, boys. And the winning streak comes to an end, and we lose 2 in a row to start the month. Make it 3 out of 4, 4 out of 5. And here comes the collapse. We won 11 games in a row, only to win 4 games in the month of January. We're still in third. The Pacific Division looks weak. We're still in third. But god damn it, can you not get even a sense of optimism about this team? Copeland, Jesus Christ. He fell off a cliff. He fell off, either the whole team defensively fell off a cliff that month, or it's just the goaltending happened to shit the bed. Lane McCutcheon, I think, had a horrible month from the looks of it. Let's just put Lane on the opposite side of Alexandrov. Actually, you know what, Lane? You blew it. Here, let's go Alexandrov, Sopel, McCutcheon, Dansk, and just see what the hell happens. Honestly, right now, it's just kind of looking at the plus-minus numbers here. Second line and fourth line are still getting beat up a little bit, 5-on-5. As much as that sucks. Vorobyev has the 26 goals. Legacy's been okay, but not amazing. What if I put Mendez there? Damn. What if I put Malkin there? Again, we know that +1 doesn't really matter. Can't really afford to drop Vorobev. But Lagasse has not been crushing it. Let's just swap the sides that he and Bentley happen to be on, I guess. Alright. Copeland. What the hell am I going to do about the goaltending on this team, man? They get half the month to end up with slightly better numbers, and if they can't cut it, we're about to lose some good goaltenders on waivers here. 7 games. Midway point of the month. Tampa fires their coach, first and foremost, as we lose 2 more in a row where we gave up 9 goals in those 2 games. Tampa fired their coach. We have to go look at that particular coach and see if he's any good. Was it Watson? I clicked it so fast. It was Nathan Watson, was it not? Who might be okay. If the defensive strats don't perfectly line up for this guy, there's no reason to not just like immediately offer him a deal though, to get him into the system and to be able to, to double check things here if the worst case scenario happens to pop up. So, one Nathan Watson, let's just pay you a decent chunk of change here. Maybe you'll accept that role, you probably won't, and we'll see what happens. But he's not a perfect fit for us. Goaltending. Goaltending. If we lose him, we lose him, guys. I'm done. I think I'm done. Is there any reason to hold on to Winkler and Copeland at this point? Is there any reason? Jaden Winkler has a career .899 in 287 games. I know he was 9th overall. I know he was a high elite, but Jesus, man. How many chances do we have to give him? How many chances do we have to give him? His career high in a season's a .909. And then Matt Copeland, his career high might be a .905. He has over 430 career games. I'm done with Winkler and Copeland. I'm done. If they get claimed, they get claimed. Copeland goes to Tampa. Winkler doesn't get claimed at all. We're going to go with Zigomanis and Peters and see if that works out. Winkler wasn't even claimed. It might be the money that we have him on, but still. So Zigomanis and Peters, congratulations. You get a good little opportunity here. And man, are we going to be drafting a shitload of goalies in the upcoming draft. And Winkler's only on $6 million. People just outright didn't want an 85 overall goalie. Well, let's see if goaltending is going to sink us out of a playoff spot here. We're going to go past the deadline, double check the goaltending at that stage. As Nathan Watson did sign on as a head coach, or at least a goalie coach, which is nice. 3 wins in a row before losing to Montreal. 2 losses there. We are a very streaky team. What was that? 4 losses in a row entering the deadline is not ideal, to say the least. 31, 27 and something. As Levo, we're obviously not going to claim you. 31, 27, and 4. We are currently in a wild card spot. With games at hand, Knights and Sharks won't be caught. It's between us, the Kings, Oilers, and Canucks to see who gets that 3rd spot. This is our best chance, by far, to make the playoffs. Right now. This is our best chance. I'm done with Zigomanis. I'm done with Zigomanis, too. If you're not getting it done, get out. Zigomanis is gone. We're calling up Listen. And Zigomanis was also claimed by Tampa. Fine by me. Absolutely done with that trio of amazing goaltenders who refuse to perform just the way franchise mode works. I'm not going to waste money on them anymore. It's going to be Peters and Listen as the 2 goaltenders here. Peters was a 3rd round pick in 2020. He's now 30 years old. His ball to drop and Listen was really struggling in the AHL. We'll just see what happens. But clearly in this upcoming draft, unless there is someone who is like, you know, dead set, we have to get this guy or it would be a mistake, we're going to make that change. And just draft a shitload of goalies. You have to wonder about Alexandrov. We can have Alexandrov and McCutcheon, who have both been struggling. Can I just avoid that -2? And the answer is no. Shit. I want to look at the defense really quickly. Canadian, what's going on? I am doing quite well. We go to the AHL here. And we have the option. Honestly, Abdicator just keeps getting better. We're going to call up Kasperitis and just see if he fits the team at this stage. It's kind of a big loss for the AHL because he's like just a stalwart defenseman for them. But we'll do what we have to do. If he were to replace Sopel, is it a fit? No, it's even worse. If he were to replace Dansk, would it work? No. Alright, that's a little bit rough. That's a little bit rough. Canadian, I'm doing well, man. Ender, what's going on, buddy? Closing in on the highest of chat ranks. I think we might give Ernie Abdicator the chance here. It's going to hurt the AHL defense a little bit, calling up some of these guys, but we got to see who fits on this team here. Is Ernie Abdicator, who's an enforcer, fit? You bet your sweet ass he does. Does he fit with Dansk? He doesn't. Hate to say it, Nicholas Dansk has to take a seat. We're going to run Alexandrov and McCutcheon together to see if they work. Ernie Abdicator, welcome to the team. 4th round pick in 2030. 6'5" enforcer. Bomb of a shot. Great physical category. Ernie Abdicator's in. So that is the first change there. Our defense might be weaker on paper, but man, if you're not performing, get the hell off of this team. Legacy, Vorobyev, Bentley, like they're putting up points at least, but man, 5-on-5, they're a nightmare. Geisberger's putting up points, but he's a nightmare 5-on-5. It's a tough call in terms of what we're looking at here. Very tough call. Honestly, I wouldn't want to drop these guys down to the 4th line because they're putting up points, but just, Jesus. What can we even do there to try and get them going? Mendez does have the weakest point total of the bunch. Can I make this swap? No, I can't. I think at this stage we're attached to too many of these players and I can't afford to call up and send down some of the others that we just have to see what happens. We're going to go with Bentley, Legacy Vorobyev still. And yeah, we'll just see what happens at this stage. So some changes to the lineup. Devils, what's going on, Warrior? Thank you for the gifted there, buddy. Me and you are strikers, right? Terry, it's up to you, buddy. I mean, I can play wherever, FIFA-wise, but I mean, I'm just going to say you're probably going to want me up front. Also, let me know who we're playing with, because, I mean, I want to kind of know how to approach it, because I'm someone when I play FIFA where I'm like, hey, I can give you advice on what you're doing wrong so you don't sit there and get frustrated. But some people take that as criticism, and it's like, I'm not criticizing, it's just, hey, I know what to do and what not to do. So let me know. Guys, this is the biggest month that this team has ever had. This is the biggest month this team has ever had. We have said how, you know, we've looked at our goaltending and said we're making changes. We looked at our defense, we're making changes. Forward-wise, we have concerns. Let's see what we can do. Let's see. San Jose, huge series here against the team that's ahead of us, or a game against the team that's ahead of us in the standings. And we win 3-1. Good start. Good start. Very good start. Minnesota, 5-2 win. Let's go. Come on, boys. Come on. Make the playoffs for the first time. Please. Calgary, it's a win. Let's go. God, this team is so streaky. Carolina, we do lose 5-3. Second half of a back-to-back, it's okay. The Islanders, pretty decent team. Take 6-2 win. Come on. Vancouver. Dude, it is 2033. We haven't made the playoffs once. We've barely been close. Come on. Vancouver. 5-3 loss. That kind of sucks. Ekman now up to 90 points. He's a god. What's the playoff situation here? We're currently out. We're 1 point back of the Oilers, though, with 2 games at hand. Come on, man. Vegas, this is a huge game. Big 6-3 win against the top team in the division. Another back-to-back. Winnipeg. Good team. Fighting for a wild card spot that we currently have. Can we beat them? No, we can't. We really do need to beat Nashville here. Nashville's in the same spot. Wild card team right now. What do we got? We get handed an L, but we get a pity point. We have 11 games left as it stands. We're in a playoff spot. With 11 games to go. There's really not much more we can do with this team. It's just you're gonna make it or you're not. Bobby Peters is giving us decent goaltending. Alexei Leeson has yet to play. Joe Byer has hit 30 goals again despite being on the third line. Ottawa, horrible team. We need the 2 points. We don't get it, but we do get a pity point. It might be the pity points. Dude, look at these back-to-backs, man. Jesus Christ. Who made this schedule? God damn. What the hell, dude? Arizona. We lose 7-2. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. New Jersey. We win 3-1. Still in a wild card spot with 8 games to go. And now out. 2 games at hand on Edmonton and LA both. Just a point back. Come on, man. Buffalo's a really good team. Shit. We have to beat Florida, man. Another really good team. Oh my god, if we miss out here. Chicago, another really good team. This schedule is a disaster. Can we beat Chicago? No, we can't. Oh my god, no. Please. Oh man, we're 5 points out now. Oh my god, if we miss. Because of this nightmare schedule. The Oilers are directly above us. This is a playoff game. This is as close as we've gotten. This is a playoff game. If we lose this, we're probably screwed. We have to beat the Oilers right here and right now. It is time for the Goon squad to show the heart that they're supposed to have. Please. Down 1-0 at the end of the first. Leon Draisaitl scores. Second period, we're down 3-2. Bentley and Sopel with the goals. Dubé and Gustafsson for the Oilers. Boys, please. Please. At least a pity point. Please, God. Come on. Somebody. Byer. Oberg. Ekman. Niedermeyer. Ekman, let's go! Come on. At least get to overtime. At least get to overtime. Please, 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 please. 3, 2, 1. Pity point, pity point, pity point. Pity point in the bag. Overtime. Here we go. Oh, God.
Fanboy.
Oh, God.
The man was
49
a fanboy.
seconds left. Dirty Bird Mo dropping the 14 months. You know what that means. You know what that means, Mo. You know what it means. Dude, goddamn Dirty Bird. That's what it means. Mo, it's good to see you. You joined at a great time. I don't necessarily want to watch an AI shootout because it would be a nightmare. But also, we have to see this happen. If this team is going to break my goddamn heart, we have to see it happen. I want to be Ralph Wiggum where you can see the goddamn moment that my heart breaks. If it's going to happen, you're going to see it happen. All right. Hello, Davos. Here we go. 59 seconds left in 3-on-3 OT. Otherwise, we go to the shootout. Ethan Bear I'm going to guess that's Caden Gooley. I'm not sure. Thrown in front. Big kick save by Peters. Big early stop. Come on, boys. Here's the rush. Kept it onside. Sauced in front. What a stop by Luukkonen. Good chances on both sides. Keep that top unit out there. Come on. It's Byer and Carlton against Dylan Dubé and Connor McDavid. Oh, that's great. At this point, multiple time Stanley Cup champion Connor McDavid. That's what we want to see. I'm going to put the user strategy adjustment onto the AI's side of things here. There we go. That way I don't have to actually worry about the settings, and it would be as if the coach has control of it anyway. Come on, Carlton. Win this draw, baby. Win this draw. He does not. Dylan Dubé trying to weave his way through over the line. Tried to get... Man, he nearly hit McDavid in front. What a move. Joe Byer fighting for it. Got out-muscled by a guy named McGrattan. 28 seconds to go here. McDavid to Dubé. Can't walk his way past. Struggling for the puck. Up to Carlton. A little bit of trouble here. Still fighting for it. Joe Byer. Just couldn't get the shot through. What a chance. And an errant pass back to the middle. 10 seconds left. One more rush, boys. Win it here. Joe Byer passes shot. Luukkonen gets the cover. How the hell was Joe Byer not the one taking the last shot? Ain't that a bitch. We pulled the goalie. Carlton. Come on, we got time. Tyler Toffoli. Tyler Toffoli. We're going to the shootout, boys. We lose this. And we're screwed. We've been outplayed. It's time to see if we can steal this game and this extra point. Edmonton wins this. They're basically guaranteed a playoff spot. Joe Byers up first. Joey, please. Please, Joe. Please. Big save by Luukkonen. He stuck with him. That was not the worst AI attempt I've ever seen from a goaltender. Shootout camera. We'll put this on True Broadcast as well. So Byer is denied. Here comes Connor McDavid for Edmonton. Big glove save, Peters. Let's go. Big glove save for Peters. And here's a guy in the crowd. Here comes Ekman. Ekman. Yes! Let's go! Woo! Oh, Ekman. You fucking surf your way to the boards, buddy. Oh, he had no space. Potts at home. I want to see competitive Sixers players try to pull off that Selly back to the bench, by the way. Let's go. Come on, Peters. Big save here. Big save. It's probably going to be Draisaitl. Thias Ekman. It's not Draisaitl. It's McGrattan. Stepping in. Yes, Peters, come on. Come on. I have to go now. My planet needs me. Who has a chance to win it? Come on, boys. Come on. It is Niedermeyer. Come on, Niedermeyer. Come on. Yes! God damn it. Yes, the playoff dream is alive. Woo! Let's go, boys. Big heart. Big heart and nuts. All heart, all nuts. Playoff dreams are alive. Way to go, Bobby Peters. We finally got a goalie who can make a goddamn save around here. And we got two guys who can score in the shootout. It's Ekman and Niedermeyer. That was just finessed him. Just finessed him. Mr. Niedermeyer, thank you for that. We march on. We are still in this bad boy. God, why? You knew just to make the playoffs it would be this stressful, and then we're going to get bounced in the first round. It's going to be a great time. Ekman almost has 50 and 50. It's still a disaster because they earned a point. We have 4 games left. We're 4 points back of the Oilers. With the game at hand, we're 5 points back of the Kings. I'll change Peter's mask if he gets us into the playoffs. From now on, the mask only goes to those who earn it. St. Louis is a very tough team. Just because they're in the mix. Like, they're not a great team, but they're just in the mix. It's the type of team that could take points off of us. We have to treat this like a playoff run at this stage. Please, boys. Please, 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 please. Come on. Come on. First period. Goal apiece. Vorobev and a dude named Love. I think that's Tristan Love, who we missed out on. Second period, up 3-2. Carlton and Bayer. Come on, boys. Please, please. And Matthew Strome ties it nearly immediately. Come on. We need this. We can't lose, please. Changing power plays. Exchanging power plays. Halfway to the third, we still have just 18 shots. Come on now. We're not good offensively. We're not good defensively. But damn it, we have hearts. That might be it for the playoff hopes, guys. We have 3 games left. We're 4 points out. There's no way we're gonna miss out again, boys. We've won 2 out of our last 10 after an 11-game or 10-game winning streak earlier this season. We have to beat Washington. We have to beat Washington. We have to win out. First period of game 80. Washington scores first. William Nylander on the power play. Second period, big turnaround. Niedermeyer, Ekman, and Bentley. Nylander scored the other goal for them. We're up 3-2. We go to the third. Same situation that we were in against St. Louis, and we blew it. Ekman scores again on the power play. I think that's goal number 50 on the season. Up by 2. Come on. Much better performance here in terms of the shots. We are going to beat the Washington Capitals. The dream is alive. Bentley with the empty netter. It's on life support at this stage, but the dream is alive. A 3-point night from Ekman, 2 goals for Bentley. The LA Kings are officially in the playoffs, I do believe, unless we have tiebreaker on them. Ekman hits 101 points on the season. And it's a home and home. Well, not a home and home, but a back-to-back against Boston and Toronto. We can tie LA if they stay. We need the Oilers to lose, and we have to win out. This playoff dream is on life support. But we have a chance. Dude, Alexei Lissen's 1 game, he had a 967. It's just time to see what happens, man. It's time to find out. Game 81. I don't know who will be between the pipes. I don't really care. We'll leave it up to our coach, so to speak. First period, 3-1 for the Goon Fish. Abdelkader, Carlton, and Bayer. It is Peters who is in. Barrett Hayton got the lone goal. The offense is showing up. Second period. Good thing the offense is showing up. Ekman and McCutcheon with the goals. Dodonoff and Hadfield for them. We're up 5-3. Please, don't blow this. Do not blow this. Oh, don't blow this. Please, God. A pity point isn't enough. We need 2 points. Come on. Come on. Insurance, insurance, insurance. All-state insurance, please. 1 minute, please. Holy hell. It might very well come down to game 82 on the season. Oh my God, if we win, we're in. If we beat the Toronto Maple Leafs, we're in. An overtime loss might be enough. We're in control of our own destiny here. If we win and we're in, the pity point must work. Yeah, otherwise, well, no, I mean, we wouldn't know for sure with the Oilers. Fuck. I mean, we'd be tied on ROW. I think as long as we don't lose in regulation, we're in here. We would have more wins. As long as we don't lose in regulation, we've made the playoffs. It is this close.